did not deny me. And that Satan, the devil, said unto God, give me access to his body, skin to skin. And God said, go and touch him. So this time around, Job is fit. But when Satan was given a second chance to touch Job's life, the Bible says the devil brought some swords which were loathsome, to the extent that Job went and sat on the dusty, and he took a blanket and started to scrape his body, because his body was so loathsome, itched and itchy, and pus could come out every now and again. He was skinny to the extent that when his friends came to see him, they could not recognize Job. Come on, somebody. Skin to skin, bone to bone. And Job, now when this happened, he changed his confession and profession. Come on, somebody. When the devil is touching your life, he wants you to change your profession and your confession. He wants you to confess like somebody who is a folly. He wants you to confess like you created yourself. He wants you to confess like you don't have a destiny and a purpose. So Job, because he was now pained, he then started to ask God. And then God came unto Job and said unto Job, I want you to answer me. And he said unto Job, who is this that darkens the counsel by words without knowledge? So when the Bible is saying darkening the counsel by words without knowledge, is speaking of answering a situation without revelation, without the spirit knowledge. So you are saying to Job, you are darkening my counsel, you are darkening my kingdom by asking me without revelation and without spirit knowledge. Which means if you are going to ask God over what you are going through, you must ask God on the premise or at the back of revelation, at the back of spirit knowledge. And the Bible says that God said, now prepare yourself and get yourself like a man. I want to question you something. That's Job. And this time around, Job is quiet. And God said, answer me, son of man. So now God wanted to test God's philosophy by posing some questions vis-a-vis revelation. God said to Job, where were you when I laid the foundations of the earth? Tell me if you understand. So God was saying, I'm explaining now what he was trying to ask from Job. He was saying to Job, you are not ancient enough, Job, in the battle of the spirit to know how I do things as God. So I'm here to tell somebody this morning that in the battle of the spirit, the more ancient you are, the more victories you are going to have. So God was saying to Job, you are not ancient enough to ask me questions. The Bible is full of miscalculations of Satan because he is not as ancient as God. The Bible says Satan was created by God. So he's a created being. So when now the devil wants to attack you, he miscalculates his attacks because he does not know the ancient plan of God over life. When it comes in the life of Moses, he did not know the ancient plan of God. Then he had to cut all the children's heads because he miscalculated the ancient knowledge of God. Come on, somebody. There is an ancient knowledge in you and an ancient plan about your life. An ancient purpose that is in you. The purpose that you are living right now is not a new purpose. It's so ancient that was deposited in you by God. So when the devil wants to attack you, he miscalculates because he was not there. Come on. So he was saying to Job, you are not that ancient to ask me questions. Come on. And Job is quiet. And he said unto Job now, you are not ancient enough. The Bible is full of miscalculations. Who determined the measurements of the earth? Is asking Job now. Surely you know. Oh, who stretched the light upon it. So God was saying to Job, you are asking me where is standing on the earth that I created, but there are cords that are ancient that made that earth to be what it is. But you're asking me such a question. He said unto Job, the earth where you're asking me the questions from, it's suspended in the air without ropes that are fastening it. And you're asking me, and God is saying unto Job, who stretched the line upon it. So when you have somebody that has once did masters in mathematics, there is a course that they call